Welcome back to the Hitting the Turnbuckle podcast and another Chat GPT special. This week, we've asked Chat GPT to predict the next 10 TNA Knockouts champions. Well, what we do know is the current champion is Masha Slamovich. So who did Chat GPT think is next in line? Now remember, this goes down from 10 to 1, with 10 being the furthest person out to win the title shot, and number 1 the person that they think will dethrone Masha Slamovich. Well, before we get on there, just a reminder that you can watch TNA every week on the TNA Plus app. Get it downloaded, get it subscribed. Get that championship package where you can watch it at TNA every single week, including pay-per-views and matches from the archive with greats such as AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, Awesome Kong, Gal Kim, and many, many more. Right, let's get on with it. Number 10 on the list of the next Knockouts champions as voted for by Chat, or as predicted for by Chat GPT, is Tasha Steelz, currently embroiled in a little bit of a heated heated arguments with team partners at Order 4. Tasha is definitely a world-renowned athlete. She's very good, very gifted in the ring. I pretty much agree with the placement on this one, though. I don't quite think, as of yet, she is showing the true best that she can do in TNA, but she is incredibly talented, and I agree with ChatGPT here on the list, and I do agree with the number or the position that she's in, but she is definitely one to keep an eye on in TNA wrestling without a shadow of a doubt. Number 10 on the list being Tasha Steelz. Next one, number 9 on the Chat GPT list is, well, that is Heather by Elegance. And that is an interesting one. The Elegances are very much a part of TNA, and they're very much doing well in TNA wrestling. Obviously, Knockouts Tag Team Champions currently. She's very, very talented in the ring, Heather. It'd be interesting to see if that did happen. Again, I kind of agree with the position on this. I think like Ash would certainly be one higher up the list for me for Knockouts champion, but Heather on this list is absolutely justified from what she's done since signing from TNA last year. She's very, very good, very technically gifted in the ring, a bit like Tasha as well. I'd like to see her. I think if she were to win the Knockouts Championship, it would be away from Ash and Maggie as well, or M by Elegance. And for us to see her true side, I think we're missing that at the minute with Heather. But 9 on the list works for me, and definitely one that I would predict to be a Knockouts champion in the near future. Right, number 8 on the list. ChatGPT selects Jody Fret. Now, Jody Fret and Danny Luna have both been obviously split up, Spitfire. Jody Fret both needed to go their own way. It'd be interesting to see if Danny Luna is on this list. But at number 8, certainly one to keep an eye on. Jody Fret, very, very good in the ring. Remains to be seen where she's positioned now on the card. Now they've split up with Danny Luna, pretty much the same as Danny Luna, really. Where that she is going to be placed on the card, what feud is she going to put in? Are they going to be feuding against each other? That is going to be interesting to be seen. I will certainly look out for Jody Fret in the future to see where she is and what goes on with her in TNA and in the next coming weeks and months. That is without question. We'll be looking forward to seeing where she is on that list. But we move on. 7 on the list now. Number 7 is Killer Kelly. Now, number 6. Killer Kelly is one to be, she's got an opportunity at Masha Slamovich coming up very soon, so perhaps ChatGPT has just maybe, overshot this one at 6, because she is going to be one that could be Knockouts champion very, very soon. So interesting choice here. Killer Kelly not long returning, obviously getting that title shot very, very quickly on Impact Wrestling recently, and interesting they've put her that far down the list at 6. I mean, she's more than capable of winning that Knockouts Championship. And I don't know. I'm not sure if this is right or wrong from ChatGPT here. We'll have to wait and see because coming up very soon, like I said, the opportunity is there for Kayla Kelly to win the Knockouts Championship. So we'll see. But we get to the halfway mark in this Chat GPT special of who's going to be the next Knockout Champion. Number 5, we have Ash by Elegance. I certainly think that she is one to be, certainly think that she's one to look out for. She, for me, is one that I would maybe put a little bit higher up the list. I know Knockouts Tag Team Champions as well, but Ash has got something, and we've been waxing lyrical about her in the past, about how good that she is and what she's done since coming into TNA. And Ash has certainly seemingly had a fire lit underneath her with regular appearances on TV. Like I said this every time on the Impact Wrestling review shows weekly, that how she has come into her own, how she's got the opportunity to bring a new character, maybe one that's more like her, I don't know, to the screens, the fans. It's hit with the fans. The fans hate her, which is doing her job. But she's very, very, very good at what she does, and I honestly believe that there is endless opportunities available for her in TNA, and she's quite, I would have maybe put her closer to the top, maybe. Or has ChatGPT got this right? Anyway, let me know below in the comments as we move to the next one along, which is the aforementioned Danny Luna. Danny Luna, for us here in the UK, we know how good Danny Luna really is. Perhaps TNA hasn't seen everything about her yet in the Knockouts division. I think that there's so much more to come from her as a single. You're only going to look at the stuff at Revolution Pro with Alex Windsor, everything that she's done over here, singly, that is, anyway. And I think that there is, again, I'm in kind of agreement here with it. But again, right now, we're interested to see what direction they go in with Danny Luna on TNA now that the Spitfire are no more. But certainly she's got to be up there because she is super talented, brilliant at what she does, and I will look forward to seeing what TNA do with Danny Luna in the coming weeks and months, and quite high up this list without a doubt for me. But at number 4 on the list is Lei Ying Lee, one of the newest acquisitions that TNA have, and certainly believe 4 is probably a good marker for her to be at. She is, again, another one a bit like Ash by Elegance in terms of leaving WWE and hopefully seeing more of her. We haven't seen too much of her since TNA signed Lei Ying Lee, I have to say. And again, let's see what direction she gets put in, where she fits in. She is an incredible wrestler. There is no doubt about it, and you definitely didn't see that in the WWE. And again, TNA is the platform for the showcasing of showcasing of talent that perhaps really didn't get the opportunity in the WWE like they should have done. And Lei Ying Lee is definitely the really one that we got to watch in the next 12 months or so. To be honest, again, ChatGPT have got it right for me. I feel as if that one's kind of in the right spot at number 4, Lei Ying Lee. So we will see. But we move to the top 3 now on the ChatGPT predicting the TNA Knockouts champions, and that person is it's Alicia Edwards. Interesting choice on that one. I'm not too sure about this. Obviously a part of the system. She's been Knockouts Tag Team Champions on a few occasions as well. I think 2 different partners, if I was rightly in saying. I'm not sure that Alicia would be on my list. I think at the moment we haven't seen the likes of Zaya Brookside or Rosemary, which I would have put in a bit higher, which I would have probably put on the list and maybe moved maybe Ash up, maybe Ash at 3, to be honest, and had maybe a Rosemary or a Zaya Brookside at 6. But that's my list. Chat GPT certainly thinks that Alicia Edwards is going to be up there. Maybe with the system's help, the system distractions, I could see it. But as of right now, from what we've seen, I don't think Alicia Edwards will be up there. But Chat GPT certainly does. Right, now we're going to move on. The top 2 and second on the list from Chat GPT is the wonderful Indy Hartwell. I predicted this recently on a TNA podcast, Impact Review podcast, that Indy Hartwell would certainly fulfill her childhood dreams and become TNA Knockouts champion. And yeah, pretty much agree with this position as well. Second on the list seems about right for me. She is a tremendous talent. She is a champion waiting to happen. And TNA, again, is going to be a great home for Indy Hartwell. And without a doubt, for me, it's a matter of time. It's just about timing with TNA now. I do think, and I'm kind of guessing who's the number 1 going to be, and I think that's right as well. But perhaps the number 1 on this list will win it, and then Indy Hartwell, perhaps a Bound for Glory, will find her Bound for Glory and win the Knockouts Championship. But Indy Hartwell's at number 2. I agree with that as well. I think TNA is the perfect place for her. But a quick rundown. We had Tasha Steelz, we had Killer Kelly, we had Heather by Elegance, Jodie Frett, Ash by Elegance, Danny Luna, Lei Yingli, Alicia Edwards, and Indy Hartwell. And the first choice to dethrone Masha Slamovich by ChatGPT is, of course it is. It is undeniable. It is Tessa Blanchard. I absolutely agree with the pick here from ChatGPT. I think that Tessa Blanchard is going to be the next TNA Knockouts champion. It's just a matter of when, then if this happens. And it's, regardless of, any controversies or anything like that have gone her way, there is no doubt about it. And her in-ring ability is fantastic. And she is one of the best, if not the best, knockout on the TNA roster. So for me to have her at 1, I think is pretty much bang on where it should be on that list. So Tessa Blanchard is who ChatGPT thinks will dethrone Masha Slamovich and become Knockouts champion. The question is, who do you think? And who makes your lists? Put it down in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to the TNA Plus app. If you subscribe to the TNA Plus app, you can get weekly episodes of TNA Impact. If you subscribe to the Championship package, you will get all of the pay-per-views as well as TNA from the Vault, where you can see some legends like Kurt Angle, AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, Gal Kim, and Awesome Kong. But that wraps up this episode of Chat GPT Predicts on the Hitting the Turnbuckle podcast. Follow us at HTT Buckle on X, HTT Buckle on YouTube, Hitting the Turnbuckle podcast, and all other social media outlets. And until next time, everybody, cross the line and stay safe.